Tara is looking for a second date update with a guy named Justin. Hello, Tara.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing good. Welcome to Second Date Update.
Thank you. I'm a little hesitant to share many details, but I don't know. I just feel like this was wrong on a couple levels, but it's driving me nuts, so I really hope you guys can figure this out for me.
Well, we'll try to do this with limited details.
Okay. I met this guy through a mutual friend. We all met up at a Super Bowl party. There was only like 5 couples, and we had such a great time. We got along so good, and we're both rooting for the Bucs because we both love Tom Brady, and we thought he got shafted by the Patriots, so we really wanted him to win somewhere.
Okay.
So we were just having a good time. We drank, we laughed, and I think he's really funny and good-looking. I was very, very attracted to him. By the end of the night, he ended up coming over, and he stayed the night. And I don't know, it went really good. It wasn't awkward at all in the morning. He left because he had to go to work at 7 a.m., so it was fine. But he even kissed me goodbye, and he said he'd call me later. I haven't heard from him, and I've texted him a couple times, and nothing. The only thing is I can't ask our friends what happened because they made it clear that they wanted nothing to do with our relationship, that here on out it's just we're on our own on this. So they didn't want to get in the middle of it. And it sucks because we had such a great time, and I have no clue why he's not answering me.
Ah, that is weird. Maybe he's still drunk in the morning. He's sobered up at work.
Happens sometimes.
Oh, it's so weird. So you said it didn't feel awkward. He seemed pretty chill and in a good place the next day. He even kissed you goodbye. Said he'd call you later. I mean, he volunteered that, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
He did, and he hasn't. It's been a couple days now. I don't know.
Do you have any theories?
I'm so scared that he has a girlfriend or something. He just didn't tell me.
Yeah, like maybe he got drunk and hooked up with you.
Yeah, but you're there with all your friends. If you had a girlfriend, I would think that one of your friends would step up and say, hey, listen, he's got a girlfriend. I know they don't want to get involved.
But maybe that's why they were like, whoa, hey, so I'm real happy for you two, but we're out of this.
And maybe none of them like the girlfriend, so maybe they were hoping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's possible,
Let him
too,
hook
I
up with
suppose.
Tara and then break up with
get
Mandy.
rid of that one. Yeah. It's so hard to explain people's behavior when you don't know the whole story, isn't it? And even when you do know the whole story, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you wish you didn't.
I know.
Well, Tara, any other details that you think we need to know before we make the call?
That's pretty much it. I swear it was all good and nothing awkward. So I'm really, really hoping you guys can solve this for me.
Okay, let's try. Let's see what we can do.
Hello.
Justin.
Yeah.
It's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How you doing this morning?
Jeff and Jen?
From the radio show. And Fritch and Tim, we're all here. We got you on speakerphone. Say hi, guys.
Hey.
Wow. Seriously, this is cool.
You seem like a kind of guy who could just roll with anything.
Is this what I think it is?
Yes, sir. It's a second date. If that's what you're thinking it is. Second date update. Your number's up, my friend.
It is time.
Okay.
You know who we're calling about?
I think so.
Calling about Super Bowl party girl, Tara.
Yep. She's super cool. I had a lot of fun with her. Yeah.
Okay, well, you said you were going to call her, and you never did. Not that you signed a contract or anything, but it was just kind of weird because she said you kissed her goodbye and you seemed into her, sort of, and I don't know. Did you say that just to get rid of her, make a smooth exit, or did you really
have
mean
any
to call
intent on calling her?
What happened?
I mean, to be honest, it was just a little bit unsettling. So basically, she has this really over-the-top obsession with Tom Brady.
Oh, okay. She said you were really into Tom Brady, too, no?
I mean, I'm into Tom Brady. Okay, fine, he's a great quarterback. He's awesome, but
The greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, fine. But this is different, okay? So during the game, she kept making comments about how hot he was, and she was going into a lot of detail about the things that she wants to do to him, you know?
Well, he's a very handsome man, that Tom Brady.
Did she have you put on his jersey?
Ooh.
There you go.
Or did she have you, like, did she call you Tom?
Well, that was the thing. She's saying this to all of her friends, and I'm in hearing range of all of this, and, you know, this is funny, it's hot, whatever, but, like, still, I'm not sure I totally want to, like, hear about all the things she's, like, sexually going to do to him. And and it's funny you mentioned this because we finally did end up at her place, okay? And
it sounds to me like you may have somewhat benefited from her mad attraction to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
In a way.
well, I don't know what to say because she did call me Tom.
She did.
3 times.
And did you start shouting back play calls to kind of?
Omaha!
Right?
Yeah, it wasn't any like Colin. There was just Tom, and I just didn't think she was like with me. You know, she was there. She wasn't with me there. You know,
Who cares?
She can call me Tom.
He's looking for something a little more real.
Did you have a thought to maybe call her Giselle during the hookup?
Oh, that would
Oh,
have
that would
been
have
great.
been that would have been a great comeback.
she's totally cute, but you know, I was kind of into it. And well, I was like, who cares? Just like you're saying. But on the other hand, I'm like, this is kind of wrong. You know, like she's yelling for Tom. Like we should get Tom in here.
Yeah, sooner or later, she's going to take off those beer goggles and realize I am not Tom Brady.
Yeah, that is a concern.
Yeah. So that was the only thing that kind of weirded you out. Like in hindsight, you look back on that experience and just thought, you might be taking this Tom Brady obsession a little too far for me.
Yeah, it was a little too much.
All right. Well, Justin, if you're familiar with our show, and it sounds like you are, you know we have Tara on the line, and she is quietly and patiently listening to all of this and has allowed you to explain this uninterrupted. We'd like to give her an opportunity to respond. Tara, go ahead.
First off, I'm so embarrassed. I cannot believe I did that. I'm so sorry. That's just really bad, and I agree with you. I swear I was there with you, not Tom, and I don't know why I did that. It's too many beers. That was the beer talking. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it was honestly kind of funny, really. So I almost called you out on it, but then I figured that would be rude, so decided to do that.
I mean, why ruin the moment?
That's right.
Yeah, you know how it
Oh, my
is.
God. I am so sorry. I was into it, and I was having fun, and I think I was just, I don't know, I think I was just having the greatest date of all time, and I compared it. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
I guess on the flip side of that, like, what if he was like, oh, Giselle. And she's like, hey,
By the way,
my name's Tara.
yeah.
You'll be calling me Giselle.
I don't know. That's annoying and embarrassing, and I promise it won't ever happen again.
So, Tara, you're saying you like just enough that you would like to see him again. You're really into him for him.
Yes.
Does Justin
if he was
possess
good.
any qualities that you find similar to Tom Brady?
Ooh, good question.
I mean, he is tall and very handsome like him.
How's his throwing arm?
Not bad, you know? I mean, I hit the knee a little bit, but not bad.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would love if he would give me a second chance and just a redo. I won't have as many beers, and I promise he won't be called Tom or any other guy.
What do you think, Justin?
I think I'm into that. I mean, it's a little weird, but I'm ready to move past it.
Look at that.
Well, good. So if we set up a second date, which, by the way, we will pay for, and we'll arrange it all with Tara, and then she reaches back out to you, you're saying you'll respond?
Totally.
Okay. I mean, you understand why I may be a little skeptical here, because he did say that, he'd call her, and then he didn't. So that's why I asked.
Right. Well,
I'm
I think
happy.
you talked him into it, Jeff, when you said, who cares, right?
Justin, do you feel like we kind of talked you into it, or are
You
you
feel
doing this on
coerced.
your own?
No, I'm excited to see her again. It was mostly that she was really sweet when she apologized and, it wasn't like weird or defensive at all. So it was a mistake.
That's
and
true.
whatever.
She was not defensive, and I respect and admire that, Tara.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, you two. I have high hopes.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Well, we're happy to help, and thank you both for putting yourselves out there, for coming on Second Date Update.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.